Hello everyone, I'm Naiva and this is my research project on pleurisy. So the normal conditions of the lungs are basically, your lungs and your respiratory system allow us to breathe. They exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide, which is respiration. The lungs contain elastic tissues that allow them to inflate and deflate without losing shape. So a group of organs and tissues helps you to breathe, which is the respiratory system. It brings air to the proper body temperature. It also moisturizes air to the right humidity level. And then so you have the pleura. Those are two membranes, and they surround each lobe of the lungs and separate your lungs from the chest wall. So pleurisy is like a type of chest pain, and it's like a super sharp, it's a really sharp chest pain that you get, and it affects the pleura. It's considered a symptom of, it's usually like a symptom of an underlying disease. So people say, oh, okay, so if you have the pleurisy, it could be, you can have lupus or something like that. So it causes your lungs to be inflamed, and there's a sharp pain in your chest that doesn't allow you to breathe all the way in and out. And then sometimes it gets so bad that it affects your shoulders too. So the anatomy of pleurisy is, so it's a sharp chest cavity pain that worsens when you breathe. So it's caused by the inflammation of the lining. So the pleura is inflamed around the lungs. So it's also associated with the accumulation of extra fluid too. As you can see, in the picture right here, you can have extra fluid between the two layers. So the physiology of pleurisy, it can be caused by a variety of conditions. So you can have infections, tuberculosis, cancer, and many others. So it's usually caused by something. And then the analysis from the pleural fluid from the chest can help determine the cause of it. So if you have it and then you test the fluid, then you can see what is actually really wrong. So the diagnosis. So if you have your chest listened to, and there's if they hear the crunching and there's a distinctive crunch and dry sound, that suggests that you have pleurisy. So the most common symptom is the sharp pain that you get in your chest, and the shortness of breath, the fatigue, and then how you can barely breathe in and out because it hurts so bad. And then chest x-rays and a biopsy, they can also diagnose. So the cause of this is so the main cause that I saw was the virus, the flu. So that causes it. Some less common causes are bacterial infections, a blood clot in the lungs, or lung cancer, or some autoimmune conditions like lupus. And then it can also be caused by pneumonia. So it was mostly, I saw the flu and then pneumonia that can cause pleurisy. Systems affected. So it affects the tissues that line your lungs. So the pleura is inflamed. It's affected. That's why it's called pleurisy, because it affects the pleura, and the chest cavity. So when it becomes inflamed, they scrape against each other, which is what causes the chest pain, and then it goes up to your shoulders as well. So that's very painful. So some treatment or prevention. So the treatments are take the antibiotics that your doctor prescribes you, get plenty of rest, you need to rest. And then if you do smoke, that's not a good idea to smoke at all, because it'll irritate your lungs, more. And then they also said that even if it, even if it does hurt, you have to try to keep breathing in, take deep breaths. And then so you cannot prevent it, but you can take actions to reduce it. So so you can't prevent it, but if you have it though, it can indicate a larger underlying problem, which usually happens. You get infectious, so you have lupus or blood clot, so that needs immediate attention. So it's kind of a little oh, hey, there's something wrong with you. This is just a little I don't know, maybe a little taste of it or something, I guess, even though it's really painful. So yeah, these are my references, and I think that's it. So yeah, thank you.